as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's the first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. Play action. Now Wilson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be complete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he will slide down with a good gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. After 7-3 the score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Another run here with Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. the Bills at 11-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 22, Wilson. Tunyon's got it on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. A throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Third and 2, now Wilson. He finds Watson complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, Wilson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Packers! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox from 21 yards away. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Wilson. He's able to find Melton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll go again with Dobbins. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Cook has it, left side. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Allen on the move to his left. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call. If you don't
like that?
That's just because I didn't get it, though.
Oh,
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw brought in by Watson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running back.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. We had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Buffalo. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Allen now looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that joke college stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. T.J. Watt from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Well, trying to get the defense to flow the other direction on the bootleg, but Charles, they were not fooled whatsoever.
I like your description there because on that flow, all you're trying to do is get them to take one step or two to the opposite side, and then you gain the advantage. But a really nice job by the defense. They didn't get caught up in it at all, able to bring him down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Bryant has it.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Packers.
And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first down, Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Allen again. And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing is Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team's season.
So for the Packers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.